Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program version 1.0.5. So here we have our shuttle, the passenger shuttle, which I've kind of nicknamed the SS Pain in the Ass for reasons that you all know. If you watched my last video, that is. So what the goal is in this mission is we're going to take the shuttle up to the Kermes and swap out the crew. Because the crew of the Kermes is getting kind of tired of sitting up there in orbit. I mean, after all, they went all the way to Duna, landed on Duna, and came all the way back to Kerbin, and they've been in orbit for pretty much the entire time, an indeterminate amount of time. So it's time to change crews. They're getting tired up there of sitting in that cramped up space, so we're going to get a backup crew here that's going to just come up and relieve them. So piloting the shuttlecraft, which I'll still call the SS Pain in the Ass, we'll have Lagergi Kerman and Aglin Kerman. And the crew that's going to be replacing the Kermes is going to be the following pilots. Now, we only need 4, so let's get Surly Kerman. And so that's a pilot. We need probably an engineer. We don't need any scientists because, well, this is career mode, or not career. This is not career mode, so we actually don't need scientists. So I say 2 pilots and 2 engineers. Philly Kerman, why not? Curly, Tilsey, Hadmy, and Philly Kerman are going to be the backup crew for the Hermes spacecraft. Okay, and these 2 are going to drive it. Our lives are in your hands, guys, so they're going to pilot this thing up there, make a nice rendezvous, hopefully, with the crew of the Kermes, get them out of there into the passenger shuttle, and these 2 pilots are going to take them back down to Kerbin and hopefully land properly. Now, I've been kind of practicing this a few times, and I got it right once, 1 out of 3 times, and it was the 3rd time. So, like, you know, 3rd time's a charm, right? So, I mean, hopefully this time that we do it, we will get them down successfully. That's the goal, right? So, oh, you know what I also changed? I threw on here some radiator panels because somebody commented that to relieve the, some of the heating from Reentry, it'd be smart to put some radiators on. So I went, oh shit, that's what those do? Apparently those help relieve heat. So when we're re-entering the atmosphere, a lot of the heat should hopefully fly out of these panels, and so hopefully some of these parts here won't explode. I wasn't able to actually test it, so this will kind of be the test run for my radiators. Now there are many versions. There's the thermal control systems, which are much bigger, and they actually deploy like that. So, but I just imagine that if you were coming through the atmosphere, that would get destroyed completely. I'm actually not entirely sure when you would actually use that, because when you're flying around in space, nothing overheats. I don't know if this could survive the rigors of reentry. It just says it's consisting of multiple liquid-cooled radiator panels. I'm not even sure if that could even survive coming through the atmosphere, so I'm not going to use that. There is a small version, but even still, I doubt that would even survive. There's actually I guess a huge... Oh my gosh. I'm scared. What would this even look like? Oops, that's not what I want. Oh god. Like, when would you actually need that? I have no idea. But anyway, so what instead I did, I went with these little individual panels, and it's kind of just like the solar panels where you can either put the individual little panels or the big unfoldables. So I'm hoping that 2 of these, I think I put 2 small panels will actually help radiate some of the heat. If not, then, oops, trial, test learned, we learned something new that day. But here we go, we're probably all set. Let's go ahead and launch this thing. Okay, so here we are on the launch pad, and it is nighttime, so we are going to have to warp around till daytime. Plus we want to make our rendezvous anyway, and I don't want to do it in the night, so we're just gonna swing her around a little bit. There we go, and this is the Kermes. We are going to set that as the target. So just like any launch profile, I'm going to wait till it gets to about right there-ish. kind of difficult to judge these things. Usually right about there. That should do us right about there. Hopefully. Might be a little too far, but we'll see. Put on the SAS, we'll engage full throttle, and let's do it. Okay. Always gets off to a slightly slow start, but eventually she catches up. So you'll see over here, I had a few mishaps. I didn't even see that those were there. You know, like I said, I was 1 for 3, and that one that actually made it wasn't exactly a complete success, but the crew survived on that one. They did not survive this one. But they survived this one. So hopefully we can do something very similar to that one. Oh, look at this. What in the world? Is this about to explode right now? Do radiator panels blow up? I don't know how that works. Is that about to explode and cause problems? I have no idea. I have no clue. We are a little tilted off the axis there. I'll fix it once these boosters separate. Oh my goodness, what is the point of view? I don't really know. It's a whole new thing, these radiators. Alright, boosters successfully separated. I'm going to try to yaw this out without completely screwing the entire thing up. I'm also going to just keep on turning. Don't twist on me, you little bastard. Kind of a pain in the ass. That's why I named her the pain in the ass. That's what she is. She's a complete and utter pain. You know what? I view it as a challenge. It's something new. I'm completely new at building space shuttles, and I felt like, you know what? It was high time I learned it. And next thing you know, I'll be learning how to go to asteroids. That's another thing I never bothered to learn, because, I don't know, call me old school, but back in my day when I used to play Kerbal Space Program, all there was a moon. We didn't bother with no radiator panels and space shuttles, and I'm obviously joking, but yeah, back when I used to play this game, when I first started playing this game, it was like the first version that had the moon in it, if you could even imagine that long ago. And so, what a different game that was. Let me tell you something right now. Totally different game. But, you know, since then I've tried to keep up with all the little updates and all the little parts that they keep adding. Oh shit. I just realized this whole time I was in surface mode. God dang it. We went way past where we're supposed to go. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. That's a pain in the dick. Well, let's see if we can fix this. If we do this, we can make an encounter like that, kind of. Yeah, we could do. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. 7.9. Won't be as fuel efficient, but it'll work. I'm an idiot. Alright, now here's... Okay, why there's still... I'm confused. I'm very confused right now. Critical part, radiator panel. Hottest part, radiator panel. So I guess they just get real hot as opposed to like an engine overheating. These will overheat. I guess they can explode, but maybe they take a while to diffuse the heat. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure, but I'm sure we'll find out. Man, I'm so pissed I had this thing on surface mode. I'm such a dope. I mean, it's not horrible, all things considered. I would have liked a lot more speed than I had. But what are you gonna do, huh? This is what we got. This is what we gotta deal with. So we're gonna burn it about 15 seconds. Ooh, hello. And there goes the Kermes. Hey guys, we screwed up. Sorry. They're just gonna zoom on by like way lower than us. Like a total idiot. Oh my gosh. Well, that's okay. I suppose I could catch up by them by, you know, by doing all these things, but let's just do the maneuver I've set up because I know for sure that that's going to guarantee us, you know, what we want, basically. So I'm going to take this off target mode because it's confusing me. Just going to hold her at maneuver. Not sure why this thing keeps pitching down. I guess that's what it thinks I have to do. Well, that was pretty good, actually. Okay, let's let this thing go. We'll just RCS... Oh, get away from me. Of course, I couldn't have jettisoned that at a more improper trajectory. Ugh, what are you gonna do? Okay, well, we still have some fuel. We still have some to make up, so I'm just gonna point prograde and try to finish that burn, even though we're in a bad spot. I'm just gonna try to jet past it. Just try to get away from it. We got plenty of monopropellant. Yeah, we'll just get away from this big thing. Come on, point me prograde. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Do these things have like a maximum lifespan? Like, that's it? They're never gonna like lose this level of heating? I have no idea how that works. Let's press number 1. And let's just we want to turn off. Let's see, we want to turn off these engines. And we want to turn on our monopropellant engines. I'm just gonna eyeball this. Oh. Okay, that was it apparently. That's all we get. Let's back up just a scotch. It's not the best encounter, but 10 kilometers is close for space. So let's just wait till we get to that zone. There's the Kermes, so we have to bring our orbit in, which is what's happening here. We're going to come inside the orbit, and we are going to meet up with it. We're going to speed up. And it's telling us that we're going to meet here at about 9.8. That's going to be our closest encounter. So I'm just going to get myself all set to go here. Okay, no, please point me where I want to go. Here we are. Push this reticle onto the anti-target reticle, and that should align us. Okay, there we go. Still probably not good enough. We need to make this closer. Must get it closer. Point me at the target, please. It's not perfect, but okay. And let's just thrust. Give a little burst. Brought it down to 6. Get it down to 3, and then we'll go from there. Point me an anti-target, please. Are they cooling down? I can't even tell if they eventually cool down or not. I did install a second set of solar panels, just because I felt like, you know, it would just be fun. Fun to look at, and would soak up some more power. There they are. So our next encounter is going to be at 3.4. So we'll just get it there. We do have a bit of correcting to do. And a bit of speed to bleed off. So we'll start now. My monopropellant. Oh, come on. There we go. So we gotta make another thrust on target. Okay, let's do it. .0. Let's bring it down a little more. I know it's flickering and being stupid, but I'm watching smaller numbers here. 0.5. That should do us just fine. We do want to leave enough fuel to deorbit. That's the only thing I'm concerned about now. But I think we'll be okay. Next time we meet up, it'll be 0.5, it looks like. Alright, we're about to load in the Kermes. Just keep her on target. There we go. Stop her from drifting. Almost there. I don't know why I'm getting such crappy frames right now. This game's funny like that. I even reduced the graphics a little bit, just a touch, but nope. Still getting crappy frames. I'm trying to record this in 60 frames too, and maybe that's the problem. The game doesn't like to run at 60 frames, at least on my machine. You know, it used to. In 1.0.4, it ran beautifully at 60 frames. But now it's just like, nope, don't want to do it. We are getting there. Just a little bit closer. And this is kind of cool too. We don't even have to like dock. So we don't even have to get that close. Just don't want to crash into it, that's all. That's the only thing. Just don't crash into it. Take a picture of that. That looks pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Kermes and the shuttle next to each other. What a picture. What a shot. You know what we gotta do? We gotta get a shot from facing at it. That's why the frames are so bad, because they had to load in this entire thing. We gotta get a picture from inside the crew cabin. Oh, yeah. That looks cool. Oh, look at these guys in the crew. Oh, that's so neat. Look at these bastards. Nice view. You know, it's not too bad. I never actually realized that the crew cabin had any sort of IVA. But anyway, we're here. I don't know why I'm dilly-dallying. So, this has so many spaces. I think what we'll do is we'll get the crew of the Kermes out first. So we'll get Valentine out. Oops, I hit IVA by accident. There they are. Look at them still hanging out in there. So yeah, Valentina, go ahead. It's your time to shine. Bob, you ready to go, Bob? All right, buddy. It's your turn to fly. It's just creepy. Personally, that would scare the ever-loving shit out of me. But at the same time, I'd probably love it. How cool. Alright, bud, let's go. I just can't get over how amazing this is. I don't know why. I can't get over it. It's just so cool. Nice and easy. Easy does it. And board. Okay. Next crew member. Might as well get Bill. Alright, buddy. It's your turn. Oh, I want to see something. There's Bill. Oh my god, that's amazing. There comes Bill. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this. Hey dudes, just gonna splat against the window. Wait a second. Oh, I gotta see this. I gotta see this from their perspective. that's just special. That's just simply amazing. Oh god. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, let's stop dicking around. Let's get him in. Oop, and board. Okay. Well, we only have one left, but what I think I'm going to start doing now is, let's see. Who's not driving? These guys, right? Yeah, these guys are not driving, so... Who's my pilot? I think Carly is the pilot. Let's get her transferred to the Kermes, so that when Jeb leaves, we'll still have a pilot. Of course, the ship can control itself with the robotics that I have installed, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be good to have a pilot on board with Jeb, just to say hello to Jeb, you know, greet him, see how he's doing. She comes over to the Kermes to inspect it, to see any damages caused by the rigors of Reentry. Looks good so far, she reports. Crew cabin looks intact. Lander is a little beat up. That's okay, we're gonna ditch that lander anyways. Drive section looks good. We're gonna ditch the lander for something a little different. I think when we go to Eve, we'll set up a probe instead of a lander. Because it's, you know, like you guys know, it's nearly impossible to land on Eve and launch from it at the surface again. I still haven't figured out how to do it yet. Someday, maybe. I'll put that on the list of some days. Alright, and she's gonna board the craft. Alright, Jeb, I think it's your turn. Let's see if we can do this. Yep. Jeb. It's Jeb's turn. He straps on his booster pack, heads towards the shuttle, which I think is drifting slowly away from us, but not at an alarming rate. It's still fairly close. The main thing is that it's not drifting towards the craft. That would be a little bit different. Oh, you know what's cool? They added a nav ball for the Kerbals now. I never actually realized that. That's smart. That's useful. Usually you had to guess. Jeb performs one last survey of the shuttle. That music kicked in loud, didn't it? And decides that it looks good. Good enough for Jeb. And he boards the craft. Alright. Jeb's happy. Let's get Tilsey out next. Now we want to transfer the crew to the Kermes. Here we go. That's neat. It just automatically sets the Kermes as the target. Let's get inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer, let's see. Transfer crew. Let's get Surly Kerman. She is going to pilot. Okay, she moved to the cupola module. Pretty sure she is a pilot. I think. I don't know if there's actually a way to tell now. Not sure. But anyway, let's go back to the shuttle. Let's get Hadme Kerman. What a beautiful, beautiful game this is. I can't even believe how cool it is. Never done anything like this before. That's why I'm like freaking out about how cool this is. Right on target. And board. So I think we should have one or two left. Philly Kerman. Your turn, Philly. Philly's doing things a little crazier. Higher speeds. Philly wants to beat the time record. The time it takes to EVA. Not bad, Philly. Okay, I think that does it for us. We got Jeb, Valentina, Bob, and Bill, and the two pilots. We're all set to go. So, new crew, welcome to the Kermes. It's a little beat up, but she's a good craft. She's a good little thing. Okay, let's try to get these guys home. Okay, this is the tricky part. This is the part that just seems to take a little bit of extra finesse. Now, where is the Space Center? That's what I want to know. That's it right there. Okay. So let's warp around to right about here. I don't know why anything's still set as the target. We'll set the target. Okay, we gotta unset this. Kermes, unset. Okay, that's a little better. So this is the Space Center. Let's warp to right about here. Hopefully we don't smash into each other. Because if we do, we'll have to come out of warp real quick. Oh, God. Oh, she's inching. She's inching. I can't believe we're actually staying this far apart. That's actually crazy. I thought it was... oh my gosh, it is right next to us. Let's just jet away from it, shall we? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Okay. Space Center's here. Roughly, it's hard to tell. That's the only downside about this mod, is that you can't see anything. I'm gonna put a maneuver. What I'm gonna try to do is just kind of bring in like the periapsis kind of like in front of the planet. Something about like that. $10 kilometers. That might do us. It's hard to tell, though. Warp to next maneuver. Okay, good. We are heading away from it. That's good to know. Let's point at the actual maneuver node. Yeah, so I'm putting it to about 10, really far in front, hoping that by the time we get there, the planet will have rotated around, basically. I think it'll be alright. From what I learned, you kind of want, like, the end of your orbit to be just right in front of the Space Center. There's always ways to mess with it, though, so... Alright. Almost. Let's do it now. Should have plenty of monoprop to finish this off. Okay. I might just burn all this fuel away. Just as I'm looking at this, I want this to be just about right here. Okay, yeah. Where does it go to? Right about... it goes actually pretty far. Let me just... well, I can't. We can't do anything else about it. So, let's go prograde. Okay, let's do it again. Let's go prograde. Thank you very much. And let's get her warped in. Sun is now charging our batteries up. Just make this thing the proper orientation. There we go. And we'll bring them in. We don't want them exposed to the rigors of re-entry, do we? We'll turn these off. We'll turn on our jet engines on wet mode. Sounds kinky. Hopefully I can finagle this to where we don't lose these air brakes. I would prefer not to lose them. So I might just keep this on stability, and what that's going to do is slowly raise the nose a bit, which will give us a little more distance, less heating. I don't want the extreme heating, so I do want the nose to be up just a little bit, and hopefully that'll keep my air brakes safe. Looks like the radiators are getting hot, of course. Too much though. I still want to sink in. If the nose is up too much, the vertical speed will slow down to a halt and will actually start leaving the atmosphere again, which is something I don't want to have happen. Stay on the narrow, there we go. I do want the nose up just a little bit, so I'm going to try to keep it at this like 5-degree angle. Extended a little bit past the Space Center, which kind of sucks, and you can see the apoapsis coming around. I'm just going to bring her back down to the prograde vector again. I would not like to leave the atmosphere. I want to get into the atmosphere. Air brakes, that's good. Still have everything, that's pretty nice. Still shallowing up a bit though. Okay, that was close. Okay. Looks like we're probably going to overshoot the Space Center, which kind of sucks. But, what are you gonna do? The air brakes are getting hot. Okay, they're okay now. They're alright. See what happens if I deploy them. Will they completely explode immediately? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring them back in again. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna zoom right overhead. But, you know, I'd rather have that happen than blow anything up. You can always turn around and come at it a different way. Nothing wrong with that. Hey guys, what's up? Keep her at the program now. Hopefully that'll help me sink a little more. We're still going stupidly fast. The shuttle does not fly very well, so... Oh my god, I can't believe we're still burning up. Like, slow down. Air brakes, let's go. Do your job. Don't blow up. There we go. We're starting to come out of it now. Okay, we only have to backtrack about 80, probably 90, probably 100 kilometers when all is said and done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're like halfway to the next continent by this point. Slow her down. Just gonna try to get some thrust going here. Maybe we can begin to turn now without exploding the entire ship. Nope. Oh my god, this thing is so finicky. Oh, if that G-force gets too high, we're dead. That's something that you don't want. Okay, I think we're safe now. I don't want to stall now. That's the opposite problem that could happen. Let's just get her turned around now that we're at sort of safe velocities. This is where we want to be going. This is why I put jets on this thing, because I'm not good enough to do like the NASA Reentry, where they're like perfectly on target and just perfectly glide in. Nope, not good enough for me. I can't do it. Got quite a bit of backtracking to go. Alright, we're about 40 kilometers away. Not doing too bad on fuel. I think we're going to definitely make it. Fuel-wise, that is. Whether we actually make it survival-wise is a different story. You know me, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know, me and landing space planes don't exactly go hand in hand. Can't ever seem to line it up on the runway properly, and I either go too fast or too slow. There's never a happy medium, ever. G-force, don't let that go too high, that ship will explode. Bring the throttle down to 2/3. Try to bring this thing in a little bit. Try to get her down. So you want to bring the gear in. Of course that doesn't work. You might just have to press the button twice. Kerbal Space Program. We do have a brake coming in ridiculously fast. Coming in stupidly fast. And we're off the mark. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, live. Live! Yes! They're alive. And they're alive. That counts. That totally counts. Doesn't it? They're cool, you know. They're you know, they're a little stoic in there. They're like, well, fuck, but at least they made it. And look, they made it too. Everybody made it. I'm counting that. That worked. It was extremely sloppy. It was typical me, typical hot Jupiter. Oh my god, when am I ever going to learn how to fly these stupid space planes? Probably never. Passenger ship, let's just recover everything. Jeb, they're all safe. Look, they're all safe now. I guess we'll just recover most of this debris. Can't just have that sitting around. This too, we might as well recover all this crap. Might as well get this. Oh my goodness. You know what I might leave? I might leave like one piece on the runway. Just as like a reminder or like a targeting system. If I'm coming in for a landing, it's like it's good to have. Let's see. Yeah, we'll leave like this one little piece on the runway for us. Well, I'd say that was a success because we picked them up successfully. We transferred the crew. We came back down out of space and nearly burned to death. Nearly missed our target. Swung back around. It was a little bit of a sloppy landing, but everybody lived. I count that as a victory. It's a hot Jupiter victory. Thanks for watching, everybody. In the next episode, we're going to begin construction on our... I think we're going to Eve. I've decided. We're going to begin construction on our Eve probe and Eve variations of the Kermes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. We might lose these thruster blocks. Oh! Okay. Now. Oh, not that much. Ooh, oh. No, 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 no. Oh, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. I'm trying to just lift the nose up, but it's dangerous. Oh, no, 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 no. God, motherfucking damn this fucking piece of shit fucking game. I think I'm going way too fast, and I really, really wish I had those damned air brakes right about now. Actually, this seems okay. Oh, no, no!